This week on Headlock'd, TNA goes old school, R-Truth drops the beat, and I piss off parts of Europe. Let's lock up. TNA announced that for the first time, they will present a pay-per-view from New York December 30th. Now, just to clarify, because the press release forgot to, this will be the first time TNA presents a pay-per-view from New York, not, as you might have guessed, the first time TNA presents a pay-per-view. This will be part of their one-night-only series as TNA goes #old school. That's right, for one night and one night only, TNA puts the future of the wrestling industry on the back burner and goes old school. Such legendary original TNA superstars like Mr. Ken Anderson, Bubba Ray Dudley, and the Ultimate Gladiator Magnus will be in attendance, as well as featuring the rekindling of the iconic feud between James Storm and Bobby Roode from 2 years ago. In case the overt sarcasm was lost on some of you, here's some truth. This is the absolute dumbest concept for a TNA pay-per-view possible. We would have already made them the World Heavyweight Championship douche canoe had we not promised ourselves to stop making them the World Heavyweight Championship douche canoe. Never mind the fact that they are directly ripping off an annual WWE event complete with the gross overuse of the already ruined by our parents' phrase old school, but TNA is only like 10 years old, and even if you wanted to tie them to the legacy of the NWA, and we wouldn't stop you, 90% of that footage is already owned by the McMahon family. Unless you plan on paying Luke Wilson to show up, this pay-per-view is the biggest misnomer since Total Nonstop Action. In other news, R-Truth revealed in an interview that he is working on an album with the WWE of all original music. The 41-year-old superstar had mentioned how John Cena has already recorded 2 tracks for the album. On behalf of the wrestling community, the writers and producers here at Headlock'd would like to reach out to the hip-hop community and say, we're sorry. In the rumor mill, apparently WWE has been very impressed with Damien Sandow's work as of late, and they are looking to start treating him as a top contender. Granted, this comes directly after the long string of losses that have made him look like a borderline jobber since winning Money in the Bank. But better late than never. Another star in the company's eyes is the Bulgarian bruiser from NXT, Alexander Rusev, who is said to be a lock for the main roster. As he damn well should be. The guy is a beast. AAA is looking at some new talent, but ringside, as word has it, they are interested in good old JR to do English commentary for when they debut on the El Rey network in 2014. This would definitely be a good get for the Lucha Libre promotion, but JR apparently has a lengthy no-compete clause in his exit contract from the WWE, so it may be some time. Finally, there are significant rumors coming out of London that the WWE is in preliminary talks of hosting a future SummerSlam there. Now, the talks aren't serious as of yet, but apparently it is being considered, and the WWE are reaching out to business contacts in the area. Hopefully, if they do host the show in London, fans at Wembley Stadium will be better than this week's World Heavyweight Championship douche canoe, as we take that canoe across the pond to Manchester and give it to the crowd from last Monday night's Raw. Now, we're not here to tell people how to have fun. You can't wrestle chants, calling someone boring, fandangoing anytime after April 2013. These all borderline on prickish behavior, but not necessarily worthy of the belt. Now, reports from the show mentions 3 fans dressing up and acting in character for cheap pop during the matches, going so far as to have their own match in the audience. Literally the definition of making yourself the show, which is the single most douchiest thing a member of the crowd can do. You don't go to a Broadway show and start performing monologues from Neil Simon's Brighton Beach Memoirs from the orchestra seats, and you damn sure don't go to a wrestling show and wrestle your own matches. Now granted, that's not necessarily a Manchester thing. Apparently dressing up as Macho Man in order to get chance is par for the course in America too. No, the crowning achievement, the thing that earns them the 1, 2, 3 and puts the belt in their hands is after they were done doing the wave, they began to chant, "We are awesome." Okay, you're not awesome, you're distracting, borderline on disrespectful to the performers. And if you're one of those people who just shouted to your computer screen, who cares about being disrespectful to the performers at a wrestling show, maybe you need to reconsider why you go to a wrestling show. Okay, look, I get it. The post-WrestleMania Raw was fun, but that's because we are coming off the afterglow of the biggest event of the year. Trying to do the same thing 7 months later is like doing another Zack Ryder push. The magic is gone. Quit trying to recapture it. Okay? Raw crowd from Manchester, you somehow made a show with a Shield-Wyatt standoff less fun to watch, making you egotistical, selfish, fake, and, of course, this week's World Heavyweight Championship douche canoe. That's all, folks. So what do you think? Are you looking forward to seeing Team Canada take on Elix Skipper and Low Key? Are you oddly excited for R-Truth's new album? Then tell us in the comment section below. Also, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, check out the Facebook pages of both us and JuiceMakesSugar.com, the revolutionary force in smart market entertainment. This week is the Nation Week, so come check out Nick, Dave, and Andy as they fight the power by not letting the man keep them down. Until next time, thank you for watching. My name is Noah Waterman, and by all means, don't try this at home.
Oh no,